Well, as the saying goes, before you say where, know why. That's good advice whether you're buying commercial or residential real estate. To look at the residential real estate marketplace, please join me in welcoming Robert Cowan. Robert is Vice President at F.C. Tucker Company.
Industrial described the year with wow. Residential can be described with whoa. It didn't stop, but it sure slowed down. Look, we said this before. We have no bubble. We are a casualty of the bubble markets. Let me say that again. We are a casualty of the bubble markets. Los Angeles, San Diego, Phoenix, Southwest Florida all experienced double-digit growth in home prices for several years. Investors and homeowners behaved as if the upward growth would never end. They leveraged to buy, waited a few months, and then flipped the property at a tidy profit. Most of us know that economic trends are cyclical, not linear. When the downturn started, the bubble in these fast-growth cities burst. And it affected our perception here, and eventually it affected our reality. Last year, we predicted a 1% to 2% increase in the number of homes sold in 2008. That didn't happen, as you can see. Definitely a whoa, but not a stop. With the number of homes sold down, we'd expect some price drop, and that is the case. The change since 2007 is a drop of 7%. That's the second year in a row the average price dropped, ending 30 years of steady appreciation. Beginning in 1976, our market has appreciated an average of 3.8% each year. In only the past 2 years did appreciation decline. The homes that are moving tend to be the lower-priced homes. We consider a balanced market to contain a 4 to 6 months inventory of existing homes for sale. We predicted a move toward balance last year, and we believe that has happened. In the homes priced below $300,000, we're moving toward a balanced market, with inventory having decreased during the past 2 years. The inventory of higher-priced homes, however, remains substantial. We expect the market to move closer to balance during 2009 and 2010 because the number of building permits is down for the third straight year. We predicted there would be differences between counties in our region, and it is certainly the case. Some are just doing better than others. This trend is very tough on developers and on all the industries involved in constructing new homes. Amazingly, housing accounts for approximately 18% of the U.S. gross domestic product. That's greater than automobile manufacturing or health care. The downward trend does help reduce the number of homes available for sale. As the population continues to grow, more people arrive seeking homes. People seeking homes then turn to existing structures, which will reduce the inventory. As the inventory approaches the historical norm, the price will begin to rise. And of course, all of this assumes the population of central Indiana will continue to rise also, and it will as long as there's job growth. It also assumes that new house construction will not spike out of proportion to the population growth. Indiana currently ranks as the 13th largest city in the United States, with a growth rate over the 7 years of 1.7%. I know that's modest, but growth has accelerated since 2005, according to U.S. Census data. We've been growing, but the number of homes built since 2000 has exceeded population growth. The national stories of residential real estate continue to be bad news, and there's no question some areas have been hit very hard. The stories of Indianapolis and other regions get lost among the bad news. One of those very positive reasons for optimism is the affordability of homes in our region. Indianapolis remained the most affordable city of over 500,000. Forbes reports Indianapolis is the third best city measured by bang for the buck, meaning potential for growth and equity over time. What is the expected equity growth between now and 2012? Well, this is similar to a Fortune report in 2007, which predicted equity growth for central Indiana to increase by 7% by 2012. This would mean a low-priced home in our region is expected to increase in equity by $49,520 between now and 2012. This rating is a composite of 4 factors. Job growth, rank 15. Inflation, rank 7. Median house price compared to median household income, rank number 1. and median income compared to cost of living index ranked 3. Our total ranking placed our region 3rd in the U.S., but number 1 when measuring household income to the price of homes. And Forbes also designated Hamilton County as the best place to raise a family. The factors which influenced Forbes' ranking were low cost of living, reasonably priced homes, short commute time to work, terrific schools measured by SAT scores above 1050 or ACT scores above 22, graduation rate, property tax as a percentage of median home price, percentage of homes occupied by the owner, per capita income, air quality, and crime rate. Our region provides the most affordable housing, and one of our counties is rated the best place to raise a family in the United States. Look, I know that the last 3 State of Real Estate residential presentations reported that the internet has changed the nature of real estate. Home buyers, we said, were coming to the realtor better informed than ever before about the homes in which they were interested. They've been on the net, taken virtual tours, calculated various down payment, mortgage rate scenarios. The role of the realtor was effectively changing from an advisor to nothing more than a tour guide. While the net does remain a major source of information, we're getting back to basics. Today, as circumstances have changed that role back to one with which we're all more accustomed and really more comfortable. A personal relationship with home sellers and buyers. In fact, it's more relationship-based today than ever before in my years in real estate. With so many different sources of funding, changes in tax rates, changes in assessment routines, variations among neighborhoods, buyers and sellers need professional assistance in the buying and selling of homes. Here's one example of the current complexity. Variation in property taxes based on different assessed valuations. Here's a comparison of taxes for a $200,000 home with approximately 2,900 square feet under roof, 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2.5 to 4 baths. Another example, a misconception. A recent open house in Carmel generated 15 couples through the home. Almost everyone reported their impression there wasn't money available for home loans. I told them, actually I showed them, that wasn't true. Mortgage money is available and at low rates, 5.8% on a 30-year fixed mortgage. Of course, you need a good down payment, decent job, and a good credit rating. For the predictions, number 1, I think we've been through the worst. The downtick in housing permits makes the existing home market attractive. Selling existing homes reduces the inventory. Is that happening? Yes, it is. Homes priced around the median price, that is under $300,000, are selling. The inventory is going down. When will our region return to the sales record levels of 2005 and 2006? I don't have any idea. Lawrence Yun, housing economist, reports the healing in the housing market has already begun in the stable markets of the country. He means from the Mississippi back east to the Appalachians. Number 2, we're probably going to settle back where we were before the 2005 and 6 spike, selling about 28,000 homes per year in central Indiana. Number 3, the relationship between realtor and home seller and buyer will continue to move back to one of personal advisor, a very necessary guide through the morass of options in housing, funding, taxation, and so forth. Number 4, this will push the residential realtors back to basics, holding open houses, doing floor time, making those phone calls, other forms of personal contact. And finally, our region will remain high on the most affordable list for the foreseeable future, and capping that property tax will certainly help that affordability. Thank you.
Well, because the residential real estate market really affects virtually all of us here today, I certainly hope that Robert's expectation that the worst is over is right on, settling back to more normal conditions, as both Robert and Rebecca earlier talked about, I think would be welcome news as well.